Hey guys, it's Sarah and I am here with my February book haul. I have 10 books that I purchased in the month of February and I'm really excited about all of them. I lucked out on some really good deals. I got these from either Book Outlet or from Goodwill. So let's start with the Goodwill books. A couple of these books are books that I have heard about, but I couldn't really tell you exactly the synopsis of them, but I've heard about them and seen them going around on BookTube a lot, so I went ahead and grabbed them while they were cheap. One of them is actually a devotional, and then the other one is a book I had never heard of before, but when I picked it up and read the synopsis in the store, I went, yes. All right, so starting off, I have The Association of Small Bombs by Karen Mahajan. I do not know what this is about, but it has been going around a lot on BookTube for the past little while. So I know about the book and I just don't know exactly what it's about. So I guess I'll find out when I read it. But this one's actually pretty short. I was surprised at how short it was. But yeah, so I couldn't tell you what it's about. This next one is the same way. I have no idea what this book is about, but I have seen it quite a bit going around on BookTube, and I've seen a few people reading it and really enjoying it, and that is A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. I don't know what it's about, but I remember seeing this cover and going, oh my gosh, that cover is gorgeous. I can't even stand it. And yeah, so I don't know what it's about, but I have it now. And the third book that is along the same lines, I've seen it going around, couldn't tell you what it's about, but that's The Mothers. And this is by Britt Bennett. This, I want to say this was a book of the month pick a while ago. And so I think people were getting it from that. And I've heard a few things here and there about this book, like people reading it. So yeah, again, couldn't tell you what it's about, but I have it. And the devotional that I picked up, I was really excited to see because this is one that I had had on my wish list for a while. And it's just like a daily devotional where you kind of take a year and you read these little, passages and, kind of testimonies every day. And it's just something to sink your teeth into for a few minutes. And this is called Savor by Shauna Nyquist, I think is how you say her name, but it's 365 devotions. And yeah, it's a really gorgeous book. Like there's blue pages and there's a ribbon and yeah, it's just really pretty. So it's one that's been on my wish list for a while just to kind of check out. And I do want to start getting more into like devotionals daily and kind of making that a habit. So I'm thinking maybe I might save it for next year, but like start January 1st and just read one of these a day, maybe start my morning out like that. And yeah, so I got it while it was cheap. And then the one book that I saw that I had never heard of before, but I read the synopsis and I went, yes, I absolutely want to read that. And that's called 7 Days in May. This is by Kim Izzo, I think. Izzo? Is that Izzo? Izzo. This is inspired by true events, so this is a historical fiction, and it follows the Listiana, which I think was I don't know if it was a cruise ship or a cargo ship carrying passengers or something like that, but I believe it's like a maritime accident tragedy type of thing. So this follows characters that were on that boat and they go through the tragedy. Whether they survive or not, I have no idea. But historical fiction, something set on a boat, I'm totally in, and I'm excited to read this one. So those are all the books I got at Goodwill. Now let's move on to Book Outlet. I ended up getting 5 books on Book Outlet, and I found some really good deals, you guys. I was really excited. First one is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I've been holding off buying this because I'm nowhere near ready to read this one in the series yet. I'm still on the Mortal Instruments, but I know eventually I'm going to want to get here because I'm enjoying the series enough that I know I'm just going to want to read all of them. And I was waiting for the paperback to come out because I'm collecting everything in paperback. So I'm behind enough that I have the luxury to wait and not get the hardcovers. But yeah, so this was on Book Outlet and I snatched it right up. And I also love this because the cover of it is like this really pretty blue, but then the spine is white and I just love it. The next one I saw on Book Outlet is a book that I have been wanting to read for a while. I actually checked it out from the library at one point and had to take it back because I didn't have time to read it. Story of my life. But that is Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. Number one, this cover is beautiful. I've always loved this cover. And I've heard really, really good things about this book and about this author in general. So I figured I would go ahead and grab it while it was cheap. And now I have it, so read at my leisure. This next one is actually a book I have read before, but it's one that I actually want to reread because I remember reading it years and years and years ago, like years, and I loved it when I read it. But it's been a long time, and I'm curious to see if I would still love it as much. And I have seen a couple of people, actually Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads and Julie from Pages and Pens did a reread of this together, and they both loved it as much the first time around as they did. So that made me really go, you know, that's one I've always wanted to reread and see if I still really like it, and, you know, just to do it. I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it though. I thought about just like checking out from the library or doing something, but I saw it on Book Outlet for $2, and I was like, okay, that's worth it. I'll spend $2 and get this. And then if I really do enjoy it as much as I did the first time, I have it and I can keep it on my shelves, because I used to own it, but I have no clue what happened to it. I have no idea. I must have unhauled it at some point and just didn't remember. The Host by Stephanie Meyer. So I'm just talking and not showing you the book. This is the movie tie-in edition, which aren't normally my favorites, but this one, like, I'm okay with this. So yeah, but I definitely want to reread this and see what I think the second time around, because I really don't remember much of the story at all. So now I have it, and it was only $2. Okay, these next 2 books that I got, I was so excited to see on Book Outlet, and I snatched them right up as soon as I saw them, because these are books that have been on my radar. They are fantasy books, which I'm starting to get more into, like epic high fantasies. This author has been really talked up a lot, that I'm like, maybe I should give this guy a try. And I just have heard really, really good things about these books in general. So as soon as I saw them on Book Outlet, I grabbed them. All right, Ken Liu. I got the first 2 books in the Dandelion Dynasty. So the first one is The Grace of Kings. Second one is The Wall of Storms. Look how big this is. This is ginormous. They both are. They both are really, really big books. So these are big fantasy books, but I'm really excited to give them a try, and hopefully sometime this year I can at least get the first one read, is what I'm hoping, and see what I think. But I really definitely am getting more into fantasy right now, and I'm just kind of in the mood for that. So as soon as I saw these on there, I was like, yes, I'm grabbing them. These covers are to die for. I love the covers of these so much, and I'm just really happy I found them on Book Outlet. All right, guys, that is it. Those are the books that I hauled in the month of February. Only 10 books. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for me. I kept it under control this month. Let me know if you guys have read any of these and what you thought. Let me know what I should read sooner rather than later. And let me know what you guys have purchased in February, if there's any exciting purchases that you made, or maybe little hidden gems that you found. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.